All right, so I guess I'm gonna have to take the AMA from my phone because my laptop is not cooperating with me right now. Can you guys hear me properly? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So, hey everyone, thank you for joining us on the second AMA today with the OG Token team, Joey and Mr. OG. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Oh, doing well, thank you.
Doing
How
good.
about you?
Very good. Thank you. Thank you for coming to show us your project. So yeah, tell us a little bit about you yourselves. Tell us a little bit about your team, the members of your team, and a little bit of background on your project.
Sure. I'll go first. Hi, everyone. Thank you guys for attending the AMA with us today. You guys can call me Jawad, and I'll be taking care of the smart contract of the OG platform, which Joey is gonna talk about in this AMA. I also take care of design, social media for all OG token accounts. So that'll be it. Okay, I'll move to Joey.
He's a man of very little words, guys. Just excuse him. So you probably will hear my voice throughout. So I hope you guys will be able to take me in.
You know what, Joey? Joey, I'm a man of a lot of words, but he's smarter than me. So, it doesn't go, those smart people, they don't talk a lot. Me, I talk a lot, but I'm not that smart,
And I think if that's the case, we might be on the same boat.
There's exceptions. There's exceptions.
Okay, I'll tell my mom. I'll ask my mom. Okay, so I guess my name is Joey. I changed my name recently to Miss OG because I think I will be changing my name very often because a lot of scammers are like trying to use my name quite a bit. As usual, project owners, they get into that problem. So it's not something new. So where should I start? Okay. So maybe I should share a little bit about my background. So I have 10 years of corporate experience, mainly in financial institution for 6 years, and then later on IT for another 4. So a total of about 10. In crypto, actually, I've been involved in crypto for a really long time. I would say like 13 years now from the moment Bitcoin started. I was mining it. Sad story, I don't have it anymore. I used it all when I was gaming back then because I use it as a currency. I was still a teenager. It's not something that you can't just buy stuff from game with your credit card or anything because you just can't have a credit card. So the mode of transfer here is Bitcoin. So I spent a lot at those, when Bitcoin was like really, really cheap. So now when I look back, I really want to like stab myself really hard. It's painful. It's really painful.
Yeah.
I remember the first jump in 2013 and my eyeballs just fell out and like, what did I do 4 years ago? It wasn't nice. It wasn't nice. Like every 4 years I cry about it once. Fast forward, I got involved back in crypto in 2017. That's when I take crypto a lot more seriously. I continued with Ethereum and XRP, and I still hold them right now. I do believe in those two a lot. I do believe in diversifying your portfolio as well. I don't put all my eggs in one basket because every crypto will perform differently. So will your share, your stock, So anyway, those are my investment, I would say, in terms of investment experience, like when it started. But when it comes to managing project, I'm not new in the space. The first project that I started last year in May 2021. If you guys have heard of it before, is BNB Cash. We did pretty well. We hit a really high market cap of, I think, about 35 million at one point, and we did about 15 to 16 X's from pre-sale. So from launch price, and then it dropped to a floor price of about 5x's before I leave. I left the project in October 2021 ultimately. And in November, we managed to secure two really large angel investors, along with, Jawad and I's our own money. We had about $100,000. So we started development of this project, which we'll talk about, actually last year in November. In December, we registered our company on December 17th, 2021 in Singapore, because we were very committed to the work and we're very serious about what we are going to do. The business that we have, we would like to tie it with a legal organization. The crypto part is not going to be centralized by the government or anything like that. If anybody's worried when a company is registered, it's really just the business itself to keep in check. So mostly, Singapore is a very, they really, really do push crypto a lot. They do believe in the vision of crypto as payment. Hence why we want to set our presence there. I'm not a Singaporean by nationality. I am half Singaporean. I'm Malaysian actually. Jawad is from Morocco, but he's staying in Malaysia. We're both in Malaysia actually right now. And that's
Jawad, I'm Moroccan too, by the way. No, he doesn't believe me.
I didn't know that.
He doesn't believe me. I saw his face. He doesn't believe me.
I do. There's no reason to deny. No. That's cool.
I'm from Tetuan.
Oh, from Tetuan. I'm from Agadir.
Nice. I love that city.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Joe. Sorry. When Moroccans meet, it's a big thing, So.
I can see that. I'm actually very surprised. Okay, that's a new discovery. I learn more about you every day.
There you go.
Yeah. So that's basically how we, in terms of timeline and very basic info about the journey of how we started. In February, we had our private sale, and actually 3 days ago we had our pre-sale. We had some issues with the contract, so we're doing a relaunch right now. The community has been so great. They are actually here to support us in this AMA as well. I see a lot of their names. So we're having a relaunch on the 17th, and I've been speaking to Buya, and we've been having a lot of conversations. He's been very supportive, and I really want to get in touch with his community because of how nice he is with his people and how nice he is with the space. So, we would really like to get in touch, and hence now we're here.
Yeah, and thank you for that. And when you see such a committed person, well, I didn't meet Joel until today, but I met you and I saw how important it was to not only, have a successful project, but really listen to your community. And if people read our DMs, they would understand your transparency when it comes to really wanting the best for the people that believed in you since day one. And not only those people and your community, but the people that will have their eyes on you in the future as well. And that's why you're here today, right? So the launched and there's been a hiccup, and you keep going. And I think in the matter of not even an hour, you had a full plan already drafted to go ahead and tell the people what was going to be the next steps. And you're here today with us after the launch, to really talk about your project more, and that tells a lot about your team. So when you talk about me, being helpful or whatever, it's natural when you see such dedicated people into a project, and it's I just want to tell everybody here, this is really something that you don't see often in this space. No, I'm not trying to be nice, by the way. Don't do that face. I'm really trying to tell people this is honestly what you guys have been doing so far to really move forward with the project. Although there's been a little hiccup, is really amazing. So kudos to you guys for that, really.
Thank you. Thank you so much for acknowledging that. So I think I want to shout out to all the community members that are also in this chat right now, that they're listening as well. They have been so supportive, so amazing. And, regardless of whatever happened during that moment, they did not panic. They did not question. They did not lose trust. All the biggest holders, they were relaxed. They were chill. They were like, it's okay, just fix it. We were really blessed with such a strong community as well. There were a lot of paper hands that did go, people who just want to make a quick buck from pre-sale. So I think, with the relaunch, we're all at a very positive place because people who stayed behind are strong people who believe in the project, and people who come in later on, they can't actually mess with this floor anymore because everyone there is very serious about the project's longevity as well. So I hope, you guys who are listening, you will join us on board and be part of that community. I'm really proud of them. They're excellent people, very supportive, very understanding, very polite. They don't fight. And even when there's people who are uncertain or not happy, they're always positive. They give the right information. And we want to keep cultivating that as well, because that's what we need in the space. Fighting won't help. But, it's really eye-opening for us as well because, this hiccup is not just a road bump, but it showed us truly what we have achieved, and it's not always money that is going to measure that or successful launch or anything like that, but the proof or the evidence of people backing you or the project up, it means so much. So I just want to shout out and thank you guys for taking time. I think this is the 10th AMA that we're doing for the project. Some of them are here all 10 AMAs. I saw some of the names. They're all here all the time, full support. So thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.
Amazing. So I kind of know what's going on, but for the people here that are not familiar with the entire situation, where do things stand now, and what's gonna be kind of the next step for the project, and have you come to a conclusion? Is there anything that you want to let the people know?
Yeah, for sure. So we have made a lot of changes in terms of numbers or like initiatives, and also the contract person. So I think you guys might have heard of Trinos. We've engaged Trinos to help us. We're very thankful and honored that he has accepted this to help us out with the contract. Obviously, he is a contract person, but he has the right to reject anybody. But we're really glad he took this on board. So the relaunch is going to be a fair launch. It's not going to be a pre-sale, so that's good. We also hear a lot of some of the community's concern when it comes to, what if some of them, they do not take care of the floor price like we do, right? It's fair question because they have been taking care of them and they want some reassurance, and here we are. So we have done like major calculation changes for the token. People will still receive the same amount of tokens. With restarting the price at 0.011, which was our pre-sale price at launch. So that's like huge news. We're not taking any buy taxes for the first 3 hours. We brought down the entire supply from 100 million. We burned 43 million. So we will only start with 57 million tokens. We did away with a lot of tokens. A lot of it was actually meant for future initiatives, but we have recalculated and we're like, it's fine. We'll be able to manage and everything is good, because those were actually rainy funds that we wanted to burn in the future anyway. So to give assurance to the community, we burned that as well. So some must be thinking, so what about the liquidity pool? The first one must be locked, right? Yes. So it is locked. We've requested for the community to send us back the tokens for us to drain as much as we can, but we will not be able to drain even half of it. So we are putting our own money that we've collected from the pre-sale back in the liquidity pool, and we can claim that from future tokens that will slowly unlock anyway. So we want to give assurance to the people that we're okay to put everything up front. That's what we have been doing anyway since November. So that doesn't change. So to push that, we have also launched a few initiatives. We have lined up more marketing. We're doing, we have 4 confirmed AMAs starting from your esteemed group, really warm community. 1, that's AMA, and then we'll continue to have some call group owners to continue calling us out. We've spoken to a few of them. They're very supportive. They were our partners before we even launched. We told them what happened, and they're like, oh, it's cool. Don't worry, we'll support it. They will continue to call us out. We have 1 or 2 YouTube videos that will go out on day of launch. We're engaging. We have engaged a whole new community for Shield and Rate. We're growing the Turkish community as well. Today we had the assistance from some of the team, some of the people from another community group. They are growing our Turkish community, so we're really, really glad. I saw some Turkish names here, so I just want to shout out to you guys.
we have a lot of Turkish people in this group, and they're an amazing community. So we shout out to the community, to the Turkish people here. Let me tell you, Joey. One thing I learned from this space is that trust is something earned, not given, right? And from previous experiences as an investor as well, I've seen some tokens relaunch 3 times, okay? And the more they relaunch, it seemed that the more trust they earned, and they were able to bring the project to a level that they wouldn't even have brought that project if they just kept it with the first version, right? So it seems like that from version 1 to version 2, and from version 2 to version 3, they really push harder than even launching version 1. And by really doing everything they could to work hard on the project and not stopping after a little hiccup, they really learned the respect and the trust of the investors, and that even brought them to another level, right? So it happens, right? And that's why I said, I even told the guy that was on the AMA before you guys, you can do everything right, but sometimes there's luck involved in what you do in the, not only in BSC but in the crypto space, right? But it's about how you come back from it and what you do next. And you guys seem like you just launched and the hiccup happened, and you're already planning forward. You keep moving. You already started the process to get everything back. Liquidity is fine, and I'm glad you chose that route to have those investors send you the tokens. Although you cannot recoup the whole thing, it's good. You're gonna be slowly taking from what you guys made from your pre-sale and adding to the liquidity. And I'm glad that you didn't take the pre-sale route the second time. A fair launch with a starting market cap. Obviously, the market cap is going to be higher because you're going to have already holders, right?
Actually, lower. A lot lower. Because we burned 43 million of the supply. Right. So we'll start a lot lower. So it'll be a more fun of a play in the beginning.
Oh, even better then. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna even have holders that are already that have already sent you their tokens back or whatever. They're gonna buy at launch as well because it's a lower market cap, and they're already invested in your project. They're gonna see a nice entry point, right? So they're gonna put some money in as well. So I'm glad you went that route, and that could be even more exciting than a pre-sale.
Yeah. Actually, a lot of them expressed 0% buy because they want to bag more.
Yeah.
They say, can we do that the first few hours? I'm like, come on, of course. Of course, if
Yeah.
it promotes buying, why not? Why not? Because
Of course.
what we do have in place is a safety net of sell taxes instead. So instead of people coming in to take them for a ride, we do have a 25% sell tax for the first week. But later on, we'll revert back to normal. So this is really just to be able to control the relaunch really well, to be honest. So we are really careful about those. But we also have competitions every day. For example, we have daily giveaway of $400 for a week. We have 50,000 tokens to be given away after 2 weeks. We'll have little competitions here and there as well to keep people more engaged, reward people who have been holding as well, because they are the ones who really made the project stay and also create that strong community. So we want to be able to reward that as much as possible for people who believe in the project. And of course, this doesn't mean that the newcomers who come in will not be able to enjoy that. There's still chances for them as well. So it will be fun. It will be fun because for us, while the token, yes, there is a hiccup. That's not our main business. The main business is really what we are trying to build, which is the platform and the idea around the platform, the things that we can do around our platform, which we'll talk about. But it's really nice to see people stand together with us regardless of whatever happens. So we're very excited as well. We're not brought down. We're very excited for the relaunch.
Beautiful. And Jawad, do you have your fingers ready to make all this happen? Yeah, you're good. Awesome, good stuff, man. So I know we discussed a lot about like what happened and you guys coming together and your experience and stuff like that. We didn't really touch base on your project itself, right? And I want to kind of have and I'm sure you did tons of AMAs, so that's something that you have to repeat over and over again. So I'm not going to really ask you a question. I'm just going to tell you, what does your project consist of? And you can tell me like the short and sweet answer, or you can make it as long as you want, but just tell us a little bit what you guys are doing here.
Yeah, of course. We have a very short video that would actually describe it.
Okay. You want me to put it? I can put it if you want.
Yes. I'm going to send to you. So then after that, we can talk through it about how the idea came about or why. I really like the video. So hold on. Just a moment. Oh, here we go. Can I post it in the group or will it catch? Will the bot ban me?
No, you can post it in the group, but I'm going to have to save it on my desktop anyways, just to play it. But you can put it in the group, yeah. It's on YouTube. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. Okay.
Yes,
I thought it was a file, so okay, that's if it's in YouTube, it's in there. Give me one second.
Maybe we'll watch that like a minute break. It's 1 minute and a half, so
yeah, absolutely. Let's watch it. Share screen. Here we go. You guys can see? Yeah? All right.
Yep. Can't hear the sound though.
You don't hear the sound?
Nope.
Uh-oh. I hear the sound. Can you hear it now?
I think you have to press share system audio when you share the screen. God.
See, I told you I'm not that smart. 1 second.
It's
1 second.
Do with that.
Share system audio. I got it now. Here we go.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, let's start from the beginning.
This must stop. A crypto project owner should not have to stress about scam while outsourcing for services and marketing initiatives. A crypto marketer, developer, designer should not have to go to different sources to find new crypto projects to work for. A crypto investor should not have to guess what marketing has been used by a project or go to unreliable sources to look for good crypto projects to invest in. Here at Organic Growth, everyone can grow together. OG Platform aims to create opportunities and solve project challenges in the crypto industry, starting from marketing. Payment option? No worries. Users can pay using different cryptocurrencies, including the native currency OG token on OG Platform and OG Services. Is that all? No. Get ready for the list. OG token can be used to hire crypto freelancer services, which, by the way, has 0% processing fee for employers, pay for promoted leaderboard spots, selected AMA sessions with OG Community, growth bundle services, escrow function, banner ads on OG Platform, blog interviews, and articles. And on top of it all, encourage OG token as a payment option to enjoy a reduced rate of service fee as a freelancer. Find out more about OG Token and Platform, a project by Organic Growth Private Limited, a Singaporean company. Hashtag calling all OGs.
Calling all OGs. I like that. That's a really cool video.
Yeah, it is. It's a bit laggy, I think, when it's shared. But if anyone sees it, it should be smooth on their own screen. Usually, if they play it. So what do you think? What do you think about the video?
I like the video, but I like one thing I like even more is the concept of what you guys are doing. So never mind the video, you guys are bringing something very needed in the space. But my question to you is, once you reach, because I know you're going to reach a crazy market cap and you're going to have a lot of eyes on you, how are you going to handle the demands of what's going to come from the community, from the marketers, from the project owners? How are you going to, because, are you going to hire more people to just simply focus on the utility? Are you going to maybe do like, people have to wait in line to, partner with you guys? What's your plan?
I love that question because that really questions about how people handle growth in an organization when it happens.
Yes.
So that is definitely one area where I take care of because I assess business risk. I also plan on, logistics of the company, everything along those lines. So when it comes to this question, you're absolutely on the money. This will be a big concern for many people, but we already have a plan of expansion. We have also phased out what we need to do so we can have proper expansion over time. This would mean that we need someone to take care of the platform. So the platform, in this essence, there could be questions. There could be people who need help using the platform. So we need someone to answer to all those. There might be people who have challenges with payments or they're having some error on the site. We need someone to look after that.
Yeah.
We need people to scout for new businesses or prospects. So that will also, we'll need a business development manager where we will also get involved because of partnerships and whatnot. We also will have our developer company because Jawad, he actually works with all the platform developers now that we outsource to. Being a startup is better to outsource. So all of them will be with us for a short period of time, actually a few months. So we do have some time before we need to hire, or maybe we can continue the outsource contract if they do really, really well after that. So we do have plans in place and we have contacts in place on how this needs to be done. So for now, it's really essentially we have people to do all the important work, such as like the legal writings and all that, because we do have our own lawyer. She's not full-time, but she advises us on a lot of things. So those things are extremely important. We can't mess around. We have people to do that already. Business expansion, business growth, this will be both of us, Jawad and I, on a lot of it. The development is almost complete. We're going to start the platform somewhere in April. will involve the community, some of the community members to test. So if the test, that's the second test. The first test, of course, will be done internally along with the developers. The second test will be with the community. So if you find any issue, there might be delay, but otherwise we should expect everything to be done really in April and launch. So the business model is very interesting because we actually have various ways to work around it. But a lot of it, we don't have to really get full-time people to work on expansion, because this can be salespeople. They can do it part-time. It can be, what we will look for mostly is community leaders, people who have community like yourself, because you guys would be in contact with most of the projects. So really, the recommendation from your side, the referral that we can give in return, that also solidifies the relationship, and that gives us more credibility. We don't have to hard sell. We don't have to go knock door to door and say, hey, do you want to try our platform? Have you heard of our platform before? Community leaders, they have much, much more of a say. And of course, I would also like to invite all these community leaders, including yourself, to our platform as part of being a freelancer to provide services. So that's really exciting thing. It's a loop that we're trying to create. We can connect to various people. We can use the connection that we have to achieve the expansion goal. It doesn't have to be like, I need to have like 20 people sitting there doing this. We can have different outreach methods. It's just that our compensation has to be attractive enough. We need to engage the people who will be doing this enough so that they see the value of doing that as well. So I guess in terms of manpower, very much, I know it's just two of us right now, but we have a lot of things that we are doing in the background, people who are not full-time, but it's something that we can easily outsource and get in line. Standards can easily be set in place. So there is certain quality control regardless when it comes to that, when it comes to expansion.
Absolutely. And when you talk about quality control, about expanding, it's not only the team that you're going to have to make sure is good, but also, can you tell us a little bit about, the legitimacy of people you're bringing as clients, to have the best projects, to have the best marketers, to have the best people that, can also be considered clients of the OG platform. Is there gonna be kind of a process when it comes to like KYCing, or how you're gonna deal with that aspect of things?
Yeah, so I think when it comes to that, security is definitely a big concern because, just like the video, how it highlights, there's people do get worried, especially project owners, when they make payments, because it's very frequent. Many of you that don't know, very frequent that project owners get scammed by marketers, or like people who do marketing for the sake of doing marketing that is not effective. They could be botting the comments or botting the information. You see big numbers, but it doesn't translate to anything, for example. So really, on the platform itself, we do encourage KYC, but we also know that this space, not everybody would do KYC. So we do have KYC procedure. We're going to engage third-party applications, perhaps potentially BlockPass. That looks like the best option right now. Why are we not doing KYC in-house? One, essentially to keep the database and legality to it, we need to be able to have a really strong underwriting, because if those information somehow one way or another leak, it's a really big responsibility on our end. We don't want to keep those information. Number two, it's also more efficient to just go through third-party verification that they really just do that, for example, like BlockPass or Verif, things like that, because they have AI to detect whether this information or this ID, is it confirmed, is it correct, They're able to see if you're able to capture the information correctly. They can do it really quick, and that's at really low cost. So that's the KYC procedure that we'll try to push. But essentially, if people don't want a KYC, our solution to this is that we do have an escrow feature when it comes to transactions. So this escrow features gives guarantee to both the person trying to pay and the person receiving the money, because usually it's more like the person is paying, they don't want to pay in advance because they're worried, what if you don't do the job? right? And I just pay and he disappear or don't deliver on time. That's very frequent as well, isn't it? So the escrow feature, helps the owner to feel secure, because what it does is it deposits the amount, whatever amount, depending on how you want to break it down to different milestones. It breaks down the amount, you lock it in, but it doesn't get transferred to the person that's receiving it. But the person will be able to see that, hey, this person has money and he will pay me if I do the job, because that's exactly what it is. They would worry as well. Like if I'm working for someone and I say, I'm going to do a whole graphic, I spend a whole week drawing this or coding this NFT for this person. Next thing you know, they take it away and say, bye, what's going to happen to me? So there's no reassurance, isn't it? So there's the escrow feature in place that can help protect both sides of the business. So that's another step. So one more step is we will have the rating and comment system after the transaction is done. So people who have transacted with the account or anything like that, they will be able to see like legit comments or things that are happening. This is the best way to prove if someone is efficient or not. Marketing is something that essentially we cannot put a finger to say if it is exactly efficient or not, because it also depends on the thing they're trying to market. So it's not fair to the marketers to say your strategy has failed if, for example, the material they were given is weak, right? I'm not saying it's always the case, but we have to think about both sides. We have to be fair to both sides. So that would be the biggest, push, because from, let's say, crypto investors' point of view, we do invest in a lot of projects every day, right? I do as well. I still do. I don't have time this few weeks, but I do trade very actively. I have still have a lot of tokens with me. One thing that we do get worried sometimes is, do the project owners do marketing, right? But there's a problem, remember guys, that we mentioned the project owners get scammed and maybe it wasn't efficient. Maybe they've been paying a lot of people to get that done. So it's not like they don't do it. But on the platform, as an investor, I can see how much this company or this person has used for marketing on the platform and how many jobs have they completed. So when I'm researching for a new project to invest in, I can look at projects who actually keep the services very active. They do use that service as much as possible, because potentially to increase those numbers and reputation, they can also bring in freelancers that they always work with to push them on the site to say, I want the transaction here. I want the numbers to appear. I want my community to see it. I want this to be free marketing for my end as well. Because for a project owner to have their presence over there, it's at no cost. They sign up for free, literally free. So they just have to sit there. In case if they have transactions, if they pay with our tokens, again, there's no fee. All they have to do is just buy the tokens. And for the freelancers, if they want to accept OG token, which by the way is the only one that can trigger escrow, their fee is extremely low comparing to any other freelance platform out there. We're charging as low as 1%, as high as 5% if they use OG tokens. If they still proceed to want to use BUSD or BNB as a method of payment for now, we will have fee for both employer and freelancer. The idea is because we do want to push people to start using the token. So I know I stray a little bit away from your KYC path, but I thought of explaining how that flow goes. So I'm sorry if I diverted.
No, it's good, and I'm glad you explained further, because it does show that you guys you know what you're doing, and you already have a plan in place for those kind of things. So it's awesome. Now let me ask you, what is let's say I put my money with you guys, right? And I know that I'm investing in something solid, something real with real utility, and not just one utility. But you have a whole ecosystem of utilities, right? How do I make money? Let's say, right? So this is the question that everybody has: is what's in it for people that you're gonna keep delivering in your roadmap or things like that. Maybe you can highlight a few things in your roadmap that will tell us a little bit, how you're going to keep delivering and bringing this to the next level.
For sure. I love that question. It's all investors. It's definitely in investors' mind. Well, I probably will be like, yeah, good things that you're doing, but what does it have to do with me?
Yeah.
Right?
There's the great things you're doing. There's your utility and everything. There's the team, but there's also what's coming ahead that's gonna keep the floor rising, and people want to be holding long term, right?
For sure. So there's a lot of benefit when it comes to being a token holder of OG. And this is because we have really high token reflection within our token reflection, a good 4%, and 2% of everything from both taxes, buy and sell, 2%. We will use it to buy tokens and burn them. So this is very, very strong, because if we are pushing something of high utility and you keep getting those taxes back to burn the token, whatever that the token holders are holding at that very moment, it becomes a higher chunk against the total supply every time we burn the tokens. So on top of that, you keep getting more tokens that come back to you. So the price, if people are expecting like a huge pump all the time, that's probably something that perhaps when the utility is high, it wouldn't constantly just keep going up, but it will slowly go up because we continue to burn the tokens and the trade volume goes up. So as the trade volume goes up as well, people keep buying, people keep selling. There's taxes on both ends. So these two taxes, they eventually goes back to the holder, because 4% from sell, 4% on buy, they both go back to the holder. And then 2%, we buy back, which means the money goes back to the liquidity, make the price more stable, the floor will be even higher. And also the tokens get burned, which means the value is higher. So it's a loop. So as long as we run the utility really well and it gets really like mainstream as we grow, as a holder, really you just sit back. This is better than staking itself, because staking you have to lock it and it's a fixed APR. So if we keep doing better, there's high trade volume, you don't benefit from that. But for us, reflection is a really good thing that we do think SafeMoon has introduced, and we really think that it has solved a lot of problems, especially when it comes to utility tokens. But that doesn't mean that we won't do staking ever. We do think about staking when we go on centralized exchanges, because on centralized exchanges, you cannot have taxes. So to reward the people from there, that's when, you can stake.
Absolutely. And that's good stuff, and it's incentive really to get some, be part of it, and that you're gonna get a some return on your investment, and the staking aspect of things, which is good. Let me tell you now. So you're gonna be launching when exactly, the fair launch? I don't think I asked you that before. Do you have any idea?
Sorry, you're talking about the V2?
Yeah, yes. Do you have any idea when that will be?
Yep.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, V2 is going to be fair launch.
No, I said what?
Yeah, sorry.
17th?
Can you hear me? Yeah, 17th of March, 4 p.m. UTC.
17th of March, 7 p.m. UTC.
4 p.m. UTC.
4 p.m. UTC. Gotcha. Yeah. Understood. Really cool. And perfect. And do you have, things on your roadmap maybe that you wanted to touch base on quickly? Because I'm looking at your roadmap and it seems like you guys have been working on this forever, and that there's so much more to come. So maybe something exciting that we didn't really cover yet, Joey, that we wanted to have our eyes on.
Yeah. Actually, we want to bring up the platform just to share what's coming in April, if that's possible.
Absolutely. So it's on your website, right?
Yeah, it's on our website. If you can press launch app on the platform homepage. We have released the homepage, but the insights if you can press the launch app. Yep. Yeah. So this is the homepage. Obviously, there's the insight. Yes, I want to pause a little bit on this leaderboard. This currently is still dummy data. It's still not live, but we will have them live once the platform goes live. So essentially, this is just part of our utility. Obviously, this is for people to research on the token that we mentioned just now. They can see top people who are earning the rating, the spending on the platform. These are all dummy data right now. You can see the ads at the bottom, so they can, projects will be vetted through. And we'll look into seriousness of, whatever that they're doing before putting them there. We'll be really careful about selection for ads. So those features will come all in April when the platform comes in. We also have the article session down there, all the way down. So that is basically, for example, we can write interviews, we can write different things. Essentially, that's part of the roadmap of things that we will come. But we're really trying to heavily push our elite club as well. That's not on the platform. That is actually something that we want to reward our holders of. The elite club that we have, I think Jawad might have to share the post. We have to change the dates a little bit, though. Sorry, he might have to share the screen.
You want me to stop sharing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Joey, when Jawad is taking his time, you say yalla, yalla.
Yeah. I know that word, Arabic word. Huh? Yalla. Anyway, so yes, OGs of the OGs Elite Membership Club. So what this really is, I think a lot of people have heard about private clubs, things and all that. I don't think this will be too much different, but I will share what's the difference between this private club with the others. So essentially, this private club is for people who are holding the token of a certain amount. We will start intakes of people who can join the club monthly. And they need to prove their weekly. We will refresh and check if they're still holding whatever requirement of tokens that we need them to hold in order to stay in the elite club. So there are a lot of benefits that just any other private club that they have, like whitelist, specialized AMA. But the difference here is that these are all the people who are holding on to the token that's taking care of the floor. So this private club or this elite membership club has way more say when it comes to, when we go to different project owners that we partner with, because essentially what we want to do is we want to coexist with every other projects. We want to help each other. We want them to help us. We want to help them to grow in this space. So when I do bring, let's say, the private community of our elite members and say, hey, we have this amount of people who are holding this amount of tokens, and they are all people who are serious in investing. They are here to prove themselves that, they can invest and they can take care of certain flow, for example. Of course, there's not going to be the commitment for every project, but the buy-in and the say is going to be a lot stronger because unlike a lot of private clubs, of course, they take a lot of tokens, but there isn't really a base to say which one exactly that should be used as a benchmark. But for us, it's very easy. We just say it's the OG token. So I think, yes, there's a lot of private clubs by different communities, but for us, we are a token. I don't believe there has been a token itself that creates a private club just to serve them, to find other projects for them to invest in. And that's of no cost to them, They just have to hodl the only requirement, and we don't ask money from them. They don't have to pay. They don't have to do anything. If anything, whenever we have bonuses once in a while, we might even share with these elite club members because they're holding. So really, this membership, it helps to take care of the floor price. Essentially, that's number one. Number two, we all try to make money together, like even more, because like one project can make you certain amount of X's, but imagine you invest in a lot and you DCA among all this portfolio, serious portfolio all together, we all make money together. And that's even better because we want to stay in this space for a long time. We all believe in crypto. So why not help each other? We help them, we get we get the community awareness from them. They come to the OG token, they might buy it. They might even join our elite club. So again, we're trying to create that loop. But essentially, it's because we do want to take care of our holders. We want to serve them as well and tell them that, hey, we're here. We do want to do something for you guys. You're not just holding for the sake of holding, but there's benefit into you holding. Apart from just reflection and the value, you get much more.
Beautiful. Yeah, and it's a very cool incentive to get part of that membership club, and it's something that like you guys said, you're giving something to people for free just to be part of this, and that's an actual very, very good benefit. Cool stuff. I like that concept a lot. Yeah, and anything else you think that we didn't share yet? That's maybe because again, I'm while you're talking, I'm going through your roadmap and all, and there's so much in there, right? And your website is so nice as well, and the platform you have that I was sharing earlier, there's a lot of cool stuff on there. So I just want to make sure that we cover everything that's really important for your project.
Yeah, I think at this very moment, we want to share just on those few first, because for the long term, we have a lot of plans on penetrating like non-crypto markets. For example, one of the things that we do want to do is get in touch with universities. The reason why we want to go there is because universities, they normally serve a good amount of people who would be interested in doing freelance. Students, they do want to make money while they're studying, and as the generations go through, it's getting harder and harder to survive, and we have really independent people all around. They find different ways to make money, right? So why not introduce them a way to make money on the freelance platform? Yes, it might be heavily into crypto marketing or project growth, but project growth comes in a lot of ways. They can get involved with content writing, translation, graphic designing, NFT creation, coding, all these things. They don't have to have experience in, for example, marketing and all that, because that's obviously things that are different from what they do, but they can get involved in different categories. So we can engage like IT courses. We can engage design courses, seminar, awareness. So we haven't started that progress yet. We really want to stabilize the platform and increase the presence, make sure it's all good. One motto that we have is we want to grow organically, just like our name, OG.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so for us, stability of what we want to do before we move on to the next step is extremely important. So these few things that we talk to you about is more towards like when we feel like the platform has received certain amount of attention and we feel like it's going on a smoother way on its expansion, then we will engage more and then expand. Because we also have to be very careful about not overloading the growth. Rapid growth is good, but rapid growth can kill a business, not just a project, any business really. And that's a lot of example in the real world. Yeah, exactly. So this 12 months to come, at least the first half a year, we will be really focused on everything related to the platform, the OG services, and the elite club, because these are the three things that we really need to take care of, because that's our main concept. If we can't protect the main concept or work on it really well, it's really hard for us to push anything forward. We have a lot of things in the roadmap, yes, we do think that they will they can coexist at a certain period, a certain milestone. But we don't want to talk about it too much now, only because, again, we want to be able to talk about the stability of that for now.
Perfect. And sounds amazing. And because you have so many things ahead, and right now you have to focus on your launch, you have to focus on making everything right. And, I really would love to have you back on the house, and so you guys can come with an update or something like that whenever you see fit, whether it's the day of launch, whether it's in 1 week after launch. You tell me, hey, it would be a good time now to come, and maybe, get more eyes on you guys, get more buying pressure. You guys are going to come with cool updates. So I would really, really love to have you back when it's time. Okay. You Joey and Jawad, you can just let me know, shoot me a DM. We want to come tomorrow. I'll reschedule everything I have that day for you guys. So, okay, we can make that plan. Okay.
Sure. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Absolutely.
Hey guys, hey Buddha.
Hey Jude.
Yeah, so can I ask questions about this?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I went to your website, and I would say it's a really nice website. Like, you're offering different wide range of services, and that is very impressive about this project. Yeah, that's a nice job, Miss OG and Mr. OJ. So so I want to ask. I saw something concerning freelancing there. So do you volunteer to assist freelancers, like those which you find in the crypto space? Because I see you're trying to create a community whereby a project whereby your community members can benefit. So I don't know, how are you going to help these freelancers?
Yeah, so freelancers for us, so I think a lot of places for freelancers to use a platform, they need to first pay and subscribe. So we want to make penetration to the market easier and make our the growth easier. So we do have standard accounts where they don't, freelancers, you guys don't have to pay a monthly fee for the lowest account, just to see if you like what you're seeing or what you're trying, up to like 2 transactions. So if you do, we have different tiers of account. And again, the monthly subscription is again very low. And the fee after that, is greatly reduced if you use OG tokens. So I would say for us, we do focus on the freelancers as well, because right now at the background, we do speak to a lot of different groups and actually some agency. We are talking to some crypto agents, marketing agencies and whatnot who wants to have their presence there. We are also going to be in talks with some of the audit companies that do want to partner potentially. So yes, we will focus on the freelancers for sure. We're not going to ignore them. We will make sure that they're well taken care of as well. So you can see that the leaderboard, there is a freelancer section. Those are organic information. So top 10 freelancers that do well in their own categories, they can be displayed there, can be filtered by different time frame of how much they earn, how much they do. So it's not going to be like all-time data. It's going to be an updated data. So anybody can really have the chance to appear there in the leaderboard, the organic part. So there's ways for us to promote them as well.
Awesome. Dude, does that answer your question?
Yeah. You touched a really good part. Then the last part of the question, what I just want to ask is, what kind of project community do you look forward in creating? Do you look forward in creating a community whereby it's just you as an investor? We talk to the members here and tell them, go on, come on, invest all time high soon. We're pumping, let's go. Or do you want a community whereby members of this community can drop suggestions on how to govern the project?
Obviously, we would prefer people to be able to share their opinion, what they feel, what are they thinking, or what they think can help grow the project. We would love to hear that out. Obviously, we can't take everybody's suggestion and say, oh, go ahead and do it, because we have to think about implications to the project, risk, and also what does the majority think. So there's a few things to weigh out, but we won't shut that door. We actually love to hear things from the community members. if you can see the history of the messages, you will also see our discussion with the community members. We do take into account their comments very seriously. So we wouldn't go and say, oh, buy, this is your chance to buy, because we are long-term projects. Once the utility is realized, the price will definitely go up. So I would say, we won't push them to buy unnecessarily. Whatever that they feel is within their comfort zone, we want people to be able to enjoy this journey and be able to earn in the long term. So we're really not interested in a quick pump and a quick dump.
Yeah, that's a valid point. So thank you very much for your answer. I asked this question because this popular saying that says, if you want to go fast, you want to go very fast, you walk alone. But if you want to go far, very far, you go with your friends. And who are your friends? Yeah, they're your community members and also your team members. Thank you very much, Miss Oji.
Yeah, you can call me Joey. Maybe I should change my name again.
Mr. and Mrs. OG.
Yeah, it sounds better.
You change it. I swear, I find it very weird because, my name is fully doxed. Now it makes me feel like I'm not doxing my name. Okay, let me just. Thanks for the question, Jude.
That name sounds cool.
Thanks, Jude.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead, Caleb.
Yeah, this name have been going around the space. The OG token, it has been going around the space, and I have been wondering, what do they have to offer? What makes them special? And I think this is the second AMA I have attended, right? But I'm a little bit kind of curious, with these ideas you guys are bringing, do you guys think you're the first people, right, coming up with these ideas, or do you have competitors whereby maybe they've come across the same idea but they weren't able to accomplish what you guys have? So I would like to know your opinion in regards to this, in regards to what you guys are doing.
Sure. Thank you, Caleb. I love that question. I think this is probably something that many people have in mind, because you will be wondering, it's a freelance platform. There's a lot out there. So what does it make us stand out, right? Why is your platform special? Why would people use it? So if it's just a freelance platform in its own, essentially it's really nothing much too special, I would say, no matter how we brand it. But there's a few things that makes us really different. Because collectively, normally freelance platform is used by two people who want to hire, people who want to work. For our platform, freelancing is one part, hiring and accepting job is one part. The second part of it is ad services. People they will be able to promote themselves and whatnot. So this acts as a place for even crypto investors to use as a ground for investment. So for us, we think about the holistic view. What suits organic growth itself? So what is the topic of organic growth? What's a brand? So the brand is to make sure that we're able to grow projects. So we have different things in line on the platform. We have different initiatives. We also will have project grants. So project grant basically means that projects that are eligible, that have transacted on the platform with OG tokens, they can apply if they fit the criteria. We will be able to select some of them and give them a grant. So what does this grant consist? It's either monetary support plus marketing support. So it's not just money. We will help them to reach out to our partners as well. We'll give them advices on what needs to be done if they need it. For example, when it comes to marketing, we can help them to connect to different people. We can share with them some common mistakes and things that they should avoid. We can help them with collaborations. There's a lot of things that we can do on those grants, to help those projects out. So the point here is we want to be able to grow them, because essentially growing them would also grow us as a presence, as a brand as well. So what we're trying to do is really different. We're going to get really involved into growth, not so hands-off. Yes, when it comes to the freelance part, very hands-off, except for the dispute management for people who don't deliver or late deliver whatever that they want to do. But we're looking at it like a package. So we consider like every audience that will use the platform. And that, I do think that is the most unique thing about us.
I mean, in my opinion, that's really amazing because, and I don't mind if you like to have a little bit of suggestion for me. One of the things that I think can bring you guys to the right project out there in which you can tend to help. I mean, you want to get your hands dirty, right? In a project that lots of people don't seem to trust. What about you maybe kind of doing a partnership, right, with groups of AMAs like this, whereby I believe they could try to differentiate. I mean, no one is perfect, that's understandable, but they have the knowledge to be able to identify when the project is good and stuff like that, and they bring those projects to you, and you can go through them yourself, and you tend to see that. I mean, doing something like that also can be of great help, so that we can be careful with the kind of project we deal with out there.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair point and a good point. We are working on partnership expansion. If anything, we already have some partners for sure. I think I can easily name 2 on this call. If you guys know Sirs Investment Group, SIG, I'm really in good terms with Rowan. He's an amazing guy. We are official partners. You can find us on their website. You can see OG Token logo over there. We are also partners with Crypto Ballers. We're partners with a few other person, and I know that a lot of these people that we have worked with before, they're keen to be on the website as a presence. So we're talking about people with real community presence. So that would increase authenticity of the website or the platform, or even the growth, right? It'll be more welcoming. So I agree with you. Expansion of partnership is extremely important. Today itself, I've had 2 calls regarding that. One is with the crypto marketing agency. One is with another project. Nothing is set in stone for some of them, but we do have every now and then, some partnerships here and there with different projects, with different companies. So by the time we do launch, we will have some presence. It wouldn't be nothing.
I mean, this is a great stuff here. Thank you so much for answering my question, and I wish you guys success. Thank you so much, Boya.
Thanks, Caleb. Always a pleasure to have you, and you always have good questions, so appreciate you, buddy. And same to you, Jude. Any further questions for Joey and Jawad? Oh, even Jawad changed his name. Look.
He's like, I don't want to talk.
I'll say the only question I have is, how related are you guys?
How related?
Okay.
You get me?
We are actually. Do you want to come here? Can you come?
That's funny.
Just come. Yeah, we are actually real life partners, and both of our names are in the company, but we have a legal agreement between ourselves to protect the company in case of anything happening. So you can
I was joking actually.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But it's cool.
Cool stuff.
We are real people, guys. We're not scammers. I'm kidding.
Scammers don't joke like this. Scammers don't have this good sense of humor.
Oh man, you're in a relationship with a Moroccan guy. You're in trouble, man.
Should I run? Should I cancel that agreement? And
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's gonna be.
He's good. He's good. I love you guys from Morocco. You guys are really great people.
Do you like?
Very warm, very nice
Did he introduce you to the Moroccan food yet?
Yes, we have tagine at home.
Oh, you have tagine? Jash Muhammad?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Does he cook? Can you make tagine, Jawad?
Yes, I can make few things.
Oh,
I'm used to
nice,
cooking
nice.
actually. Yeah,
You're
I have
in
to.
good hands.
Yeah.
You're in good hands, Joey. That's good.
So I eat a lot. No, he
Cool
cooks well.
stuff.
He cooks well.
Cool stuff. We have Cool Art in the building. What's up, Pop? He had his
Sorry?
hand raised. No, we had this.
Hey,
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, he's maybe busy or.
Yeah, he did tell me he's busy earlier. Not a nice guy.
Very, very nice guy. He's a great friend of mine. Yeah, so like I said, if there's no further questions, I would love to have you guys back anytime. You tell us when you want to come. We'll get more people here. I'll make sure that we have the room full for you guys, and whether it's after lunch, during lunch, whenever you guys want to come, we're gonna be happy to have you. Again, congratulations on the project. You guys have been nothing but transparent, and you guys are really trying to make the best project possible for the investors you have and for the investors that you're gonna have. And I'm sure I have no doubt at all that you're gonna be successful. Because again, the way you're going about things and the utility of your project and how you guys really care about people and the fact that you're so transparent and the fact that you have a Moroccan guy, all these things, all these things together, it's super cool. Anything else you guys want to cover before we call it a day? And no? All good?
No, I think they're good. You must be really tired from back-to-back AMAs as well. So.
Not really. No, because me, I treat AMAs like a conversation instead of like having something really planned. You know what I mean? And I love talking to people, and especially when you guys make my job easy with a good project. For me, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, that's something I like about Booyah. That's one of the reasons why I love the Palace. Whenever they have AMAs, their AMAs is always interactive, and it's really good for projects like this. I mean, it's really, really cool, to be honest.
Yeah, thank you, Caleb. And I've been on a lot of AMA groups, and I just feel like it's kind of like scheduled questions and schedule like the same topics and the same from AMA to AMA. But, I love having just a conversation and just talking about, anything and everything. And I feel like it's a little bit more entertaining. And even for myself, time flies when I have it. Like, look, it's been an hour and 20 minutes already. I didn't see the time go, right? So, no, but again, when it's like projects that don't make sense, you can ask the community. I'm a lot more like strict and straight to the point, right? I can be tough. I'm not always the nice guy, but when it's projects like you guys and people like you guys, it's a lot easier.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. We're really happy to be here. Really appreciate you being so welcoming to us, assuring us that we can always come back. Really nice bunch of people, and we really appreciate you, Booyah. You've been nothing but amazing and supportive, and I can see that we will constantly be in touch for a really long time, and maybe we'll meet you in Morocco when I go there.
Oh, why not? Well, I'm in Canada, but I'll come tomorrow. I'll come to Morocco. I have no problem.
Well, I just come to Canada to see you. It's the same.
Yeah. No, I live in Canada, but eventually I'll get my ass down in Morocco for a little trip. It's way overdue. So yeah, absolutely. Well, I thank you guys a lot, and if you guys need anything from me, please let me know. If you need anything from the community, please let us know, and I'm here. Whatever you guys need, support, anything you want, I'm here. Okay.
Thank you so much for your sharing.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Shukran Zin. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Take care.